Holy shit, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Monday's upload. Little bit of a backstory behind today's. I was like, maybe I'll surprise them and try to do something that no narrator has tried in the history of ever. And I'm gonna try, not a single, not a double, but a triple header. And I'm not gonna do it indoors or outdoors. Well, technically outdoors, I guess. But I was gonna try it on the roof. And, it worked out fine. I mean, I got everything set up. Like, there was a plug, there was a cover for my laptop so it wouldn't overheat. I didn't have a bad camera angle at all. It was really hot, which was something I probably could have tolerated because I had power and stuff. But the glare was so damn bad. If I didn't have the glare, I would probably be up there still working on it right now. But it got too bad. It got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to do that. I came back inside. I was like, I've already wasted enough time. I'm wasting your time telling you guys about it. But I guess it's the thought that counts, you know. I tried to do something big and extraordinary for you guys. Didn't work out, so we might as well stick to what we're used to. And speaking of sticking to what we're used to, not to hold off any longer, but this wall back here is very adaptable as to how I can narrate with it. Like, I could stand over here, and as you can see, there is a beautiful amount of space. Like, my wall practically says, put the battle right here, motherfucker, you know? And I don't know, it looks tempting. I might start doing it on the left, or I could just move this bulletin board over to the left instead. And then I could put it right under the bulletin board motherfucker, you know. It's either or. I'm gonna try it this way for no, I don't really like that way, thinking about it. Probably just do what you're used to and then just cover up that side regardless of what's there. But let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. And I'll probably put like a little time thing at the bottom for like skip ahead to the battle for those of you that get really impatient and don't like hearing me babbling. Okay, we're done, I promise. Okay. Today's match is going to be against TheWizhBone. If I'm not mistaken, we took this match last night, and it was going to be sandwiched in the middle of my triple header, and I was like, we'll just take the meat out of that, and then we'll just play it now. And it's the freshest match I've had, so I might as well remember it between all the hectic stuff that's happened today. Okay, too much rambling. We'll play that back right now. Okay. So, we decided on UU, if I'm not mistaken, that's what we said. I've been really wanting to try out a choice band braviary. I mean, it's got a really high attacking stat as is, with adamant and choice band for added power. Wow. You know, so, anyways, he's gonna lead with, why can I not see that? Oh, move. That's embarrassing. Okay, so, he leads with Yuxi, I lead with Arcanine. I don't really know what I expected him to do, but I go for the overheat. To see if he was like specially defensive, you know, try to catch him off guard, make him think I was some different kind of Arcanine. And I missed the overheat, so I kind of spoil that I have overheat and I don't get any damage at the same time, which is a bummer. So I switch out to my Zoroark. I think he suspects that it's a Zoroark, looking at the rocks damage and, you know, just being wary and just, you know, having the attention span of like 5 seconds to notice that I took normal damage as opposed to super effective damage. So he goes up to Registeel. Either predicting... Actually, you know what? Registeel would have been a safe switch for either scenario anyway. I think the only way I could have caught him off guard in that case would have been to probably go for a Flamethrower right off the bat. I guess expecting to switch into Registeel, but it was still really early in the game. I didn't want to play like that. So, I go for the Focus Blast. I should have gone for the Flamethrower, you know, to get neutral damage. It's not much. And plus, you know, if I missed an overheat at the end of the match, that should kind of foreshadow what my luck is like for the rest of it. So, I'm seeing a Yuxi, and then I saw that he was faster than my Arcanine, which suggests that he's either got a lot of speed invested or he's Choice Scarfed. I went the whole match thinking he was Choice Scarfed, and that's how I'm going to treat it. Seeing as how he went for Thunder Wave twice in a row, first to paralyze something, I knew he was going to go for it, because, I don't know, I've seen a couple of Yuxis around named after him. So I figured I might as well go to Melodic, who won't really mind being slow. This is a max HP, max defense, and with Marvel Scale, this thing is going to take physical hits like a motherfucker. So I go for the Hidden Power, which I assumed was electric at the time, and I thought it might have done some damage to Slow Bro and Registeel. Not a lot, but it turns out to be, I think it's Grass, so it doesn't really work out too well for me in that case. Anyways, in comes a Mismagius. I'm pretty damn sure he expected me to switch out to that, or switch out from that expecting something else. He played a lot around, you know, expecting me to switch a lot. I knew he had rocks up, so I needed to play fairly carefully with my my switches and only switch out if I knew that there was a move that I absolutely needed to make. And so he goes into Mismagius, takes a little bit of health, goes back to Yuxi. I'm suspecting that now he's gonna dump his item on me, whatever it is. If it's Scarf, I won't really mind it. But I was still kind of skeptical, so I switched out to, I think, yeah, this is still my Zoroark, so he actually ends up going for the U-turn on this one, so fairly good play. Him expecting that, or I guess just wanting to get switch initiative on whatever, I don't know. The way he brought it in, mentally, I was like, he's gonna dump the item on me, so I might as well go out to something else that'll appreciate a Scarf. Zoroark doesn't really mind a Scarf at all, but he kills me with a U-turn and a Volt Switch, so not really the best scenario, but hey, it means I get switch initiative at least. So he ends up going into his, his Mismagius from here, as I go into my, my Cobalion. And wouldn't you fucking know it, he's running, like, what, 3 choice Pokemon? His Rotom was choiced, his Uxie, I'm assuming, is still choice Scarfed, and, yeah, his Mismagius, so he's running 3 choice Scarfers. That irritates me to no end, since I forgot who it was that I fought that had, like, 5 choice Scarfers, or 4 or 5, something stupid. Anyways, he goes out to Rotom, expects me to switch, and he goes out to Heracross instead. I've decided, you know, if he wants to play around crippling me and like that, he's gonna predict switches and, you know, try to go with that. I end up missing a Stone Edge again, which, you know, doesn't really play too big on the outcome of the match from there. I mean, he's still in the green, and it would have been nice to take him out or get some more damage on him. But at least he has the reduced defense and special defense, and not much I can do about it. But if I had hit the Stone Edge, I would have been at the point where I probably would have, you know, just ended up killing safely with a Focus Blast, which is what I tried to do, but he switched into Registeel anyway, so that's why I said it didn't really matter too much. Because he walks right into it, don't know if he was, don't really know what he was expecting. That was kind of a dangerous play. I mean, Sceptile probably would have gone for that in the first place. I guess he went into it maybe expecting to take it. Anyways, I don't even. Anyways, Melodic comes back in. I'm kind of suspecting the T-Wave. That's why I switched back out to Melodic. And he ends up, I think that was a lot of switching that happened there. We're just going to pretend that whole turn just went down the shitter. Anyways, he misclicked right there. He told me, I was like, alright, no big. I went for the hidden power anyway. It won't really do shit because you're a specially defensive wall. And that does 20% if I'm lucky. And that's actually kind of being a little generous looking at it. So, what do we have going on here? So, he switches out, and he decides to go back into his Registeel, and I can't really do anything to it. So, I just decide to go out, and I actually end up going into my Arcanine from here. And I don't know if he predicted that. I have no idea how I actually went about doing that. I was like, you know what? We're going to switch out at the same time he switches out, and I didn't even see that coming. But I go for the Flare Blitz. I should have just gone for the Overheat again, you know, making him think that I was Specs or something of the sort, since my previous one didn't connect, but then again at the same time I have Life Orb Recoil. So he probably would have suspected at that point I was either purely special or mixed, but in comes Rotom again, and I decide I might as well try to get some damage on Rotom. I can't do anything to this fucking thing. So he goes for the Volt Switch. It's actually going to have enough power to take me out thanks to Stab and probably running max spec attack and all that. He gets a crit. Don't know whether or not this crit matters, but at this point he's just taking this entire tub of salt and just all the way in the wound. You know, I can't handle it. So he goes out to Uxie at this point as I go into my real Braviary, the thing I wanted to try out. And looking at from earlier, he is still choiced, and I don't want choice Scarf on me necessarily. I want to be able to wreck shop. So he dumps his item on me at this point on Melodic, and I was like, what is it? And he gives me Specs. So he's probably running max speed on that thing, and then he's running Specs, you know, just to dump it on something. But he goes for the T-Wave, expecting me to switch out. Melodic does not mind having Specs. I mean, I do have Recover, so I'll have to switch out and switch back in if I want to recover, you know, I have to switch up moves manually. But he keeps going for the T-Wave, expecting to switch or being nice, either or. I appreciate whether or not it was accidental or on purpose. But he T-Waves a third time. I just ended up taking him out from there. But I should have just gone for the Surf. I mean, I don't know why I didn't. It's my Stab, even if Slowbro came in immediately after. I didn't expect him to fodder out like this, and it takes like 4 fucking turns to kill this Uxie off. It's frustrating. So, anyways, in comes his Heracross again. Now here is where the damage from earlier is something I probably would have appreciated, but at the same time it wasn't really too necessary. But I go for the Ice Beam with Specs damage, And had I hit the stone edge from earlier, I don't know if that would have killed from there because it wasn't stabbed, but I did get the crit right there, which is the only bit of good luck I have coming my way, which definitely makes up for the stone edge miss from earlier because I'm able to pick it off in one shot. But as far as the entire match goes, it's really hacksy on a whole, just against me. But he goes for the volt switch, takes me out. I really didn't have any doubt that it was going to take me out from there. But it's down to Slowbro and Septile versus No. It's Slowbro and Rotom versus Septile and Braviary. There we go. So, my Focus Blast miss, I thought about that move for the longest fucking time. I was like, he's going to switch out right there expecting it. And he stays in blatantly. And, that killed me because I'm Specs. The last two things I have left are Choice. So, had I predicted correctly there, would have been nice. Wouldn't have taken Flamethrower damage. Don't think it would have had a major outcome on the rest of the match. I'll explain that in a bit. As you can see, Choice Banded Return on Adamant Braviary does a lot. A lot. So much. So hot. Okay. So, I go for another return. And, because Slack Up didn't recover the amount that it needed to, it's actually going to end up taking it out. And the thing I wanted to try out so badly actually gets a kill. So, hey! Works out. But, in comes Rotom. Now, he knows that I still have a Septile left, so if he went for the T-Bolt, there's a pretty good chance I could end up living it anyway, or the Volt Switch, either or. So he actually shows me his hidden power, and I was praying the entire time. I was like, please don't let this be ice. Please don't let it be ice. And wouldn't you know it happens to be ice. So with that, he's going to end up taking me out from this range, and that is going to be the game, guys. I actually think this game happened probably not even 12 hours ago, and I was like, okay, might as well. Whatever. It didn't turn out too bad, so 1-0. Really unlucky, but hey. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, if you want to see the battle as it was, or if you'd rather see it, you know, flip-flopped, like, yeah. Whoa! That is the second portion of my triple header, but yeah, it didn't really work out. So, anyways, featured video stuff, got the LPs going on, probably going to record some episodes. It's kind of a long battle today. I should just quit rambling. And I might stream later, but you guys will see that for later, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.